How's it, guys? Look, we have some big things that are happening in the Club World Cup qualifiers. Unfortunately, we had 3 points deducted due to the fact that we fielded a player which was supposed to be suspended and not playing in the game of Lesotho where we won. And the player was unfortunately supposed to be suspended and not playing, that player being Teboho Mokwena. It's unfortunate. We got a 3-point deduction, which puts us level to head to who was second, which was, I think it's Berlin or Berlin. I'm also trying to discover these names just as much as you guys. So that's the position we are at in Bafana Bafana. Like, we were top of the table, 3 points above second place, which was, we were sitting at 17, so we were 3 points above 14 points. We were doing good, bro. We were doing fine. Like, everything was lekker. We drew with Nigeria just to make sure that we kept them at bay. Everything was going to plan. We were gonna qualify for the World Cup, but we fielded a suspended player. Let that sink in. Let that sink in that we fielded a suspended player. My problem is, like, you know what? We're gonna get to that. So the issue we're having right now is there's 2 games left. So as you know, we're in a group of 6 teams, and we play 5 of the opponents in this group. 5 of the opponents, we play them twice. So obviously 5 times 2, it's 10. So there's 10 match days. So Benin have 2 games left. South Africa, Bafana Bafana, have 2 games left. Nigeria has 2 games left. We cannot lose any game. Luckily for our good Lord, Benin is going to face Nigeria, which will mean that Benin might win or Nigeria might win, which kind of puts us in a good position. Like, it kind of forces us to have 1 less opponent. If they draw and we win, even better. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if Benin win, nice, because Nigeria is not a problem anymore. And then if Nigeria wins, awesome, but we still also have to win because, we have to win the match. There's just no negotiating about it. But yeah, guys, look, the point deduction sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's a problem, but I don't think all hope is lost. Like, I think we still have World Cup dreams, and it can still be accomplished. And I feel like it's up to the players to kind of be composed and still feel like they have the upper hand. Bro, we're only having to face we have 2 games left. Our games are much easier than Benin's games. And to top it off, we're going to play, here's our matches. It's Zimbabwe. We're playing Zimbabwe at home. And then the next game is also at home. So we have 2 of the last games being at home. So we have home game advantage, number 1. Number 2, we're going to play Zimbabwe. We mustn't lose against that one. Like, no. We must win against that one. Look, in my opinion, I can blame a lot of other people. I can blame a lot of people, bro. I can blame, the minister. I can blame Motsepe. I can blame whoever, bro. But my personal, like, the one person I need to blame is Hugo Broos. Simple. Because you know why? He is the one with the team selection. I don't know. Yeah, no, I honestly blame Hugo Broos, man. Like, bro, you fielded a player which was suspended, so that means it's either you're incompetent, you're incompetent, being that you don't know the rules of your own game, number 1. It's either that you're incompetent, you don't know the rules of your own game, number 1. Or number 2, there's not even a number 2. I think it's just that. I think it's just you're incompetent to know your own rules of the game, and you didn't just think to say, you know what, look, I don't know what other people are going to say, but I don't think Teboho Mokwena should be played. And here's my other issue. We're only facing Lesotho. And this is not any disrespect to Lesotho. This is no disrespect to Lesotho. I think they are a fine team. But here's my opinion. I don't think we had to be like, oh yeah, no, we have to play Teboho Mokwena. No, we need to play him. I think we could have done without him and still won the game. Like, I don't think, out of all games to be like, let's take a risk and play a player we need. Out of all games, it didn't have to be Lesotho. We could have won that game. We could have won that game as comfortably with another player. We would have won that game. 100%. I'm not even lying to you. And there's not disrespect to Teboho Mokwena to say, you know, this is just a thing of that's how good we've become. I believe Bafana Bafana is a good team, bro. I believe it in my heart of hearts. We are a good team. But this nonsense is bad. This is Hugo Bros. And to top it off, bro, I had to check out this man's salary. This guy gets excess of 1 million rands. Not a year. No. That's too small for the boy. No, what do you think? Biannually? No. What else do you think? Quarterly? Never. For such small money for that man. He's making in excess of 1 million rands per month. Some reports are even saying 1.5 million. Bro, come on, bro. Let me pay this toll gate. 1.5 million. And on top of that, we get this issue. Like, you would think paying 1.5 million, somebody would know the rules. The rules, and bro. It's ridiculous. Look, let me pay this toll gate. Give me a second, man. Hello. Yeah, how's it? Yeah, I know, guys. I just had to rant a bit. I had to say my opinion about Bafana Bafana, about Hugo Bros. And then look, that's not even the icing I want to leave the video on. I want to leave it on something. We didn't just lose 3 points. We also had a financial hit. And as you know, Bafana Bafana, it's the national team. So, you know, we lose as the taxpayers. So on top of this whole event of, you know, us getting the point deduction, we also got a 10,000 CHF deduction. Now that means we got fined 10,000 CHF. Now you're probably thinking, what is CHF? What is that? It's a currency. It's a Swedish currency, by the way. I was like, nah, it's probably not that bad as much. It's probably just my 60,000 rands. We can do that. That's good stuff. I checked it out. I did a conversion of 10,000 Swedish currency, converted to South African rands. The Zaris, the Mandelas, the Mandibas. It's 216,000 rand. That's how much our fine is for fielding Teboho Mokwena. So this is how much we're paying. We paid. So during that time, we fielded Lesotho. We fielded Teboho Mokwena, right? That month, we paid almost 1.5 million to the coach. And then, whilst we were fielding Teboho Mokwena, already we were preparing ourselves to pay another 200,000 rands. In a game we probably didn't even need him, bro. Like, we could have done without him. Out of all games to field him, that's my problem. It's like, anyways, we fielded him 200,000. That means for this whole occasion, it's like 1.7 million. This whole useless situation. Bro, before I vie now, I want you guys to know how much ridiculous the salary is. Now, let me put it in comparison. The PSL highest paid coach, I made a video about it on my channel. You can just check it out. Is currently employed at Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, the highest paid PSL coach is the head coach of Mamelodi Sundowns. Guess how much he makes? 750,000 rands. Let me repeat. That man makes 750,000 rands per month. That is on reports. You can check it out. You can do your research. That is the head coach of Mamelodi Sundowns, one of the richest, what is it? Clubs in all of Africa, who played in the World Cup, in the Club World Cup, who came semi-finals in, bro, even in them, they're saying, you know what, look, I know we've done these good things, but let's not lavish our head coach like that. But no, not Mamelodi, not Bafana Bafana. They've won nothing. The man makes 1.5 million.